Have you ever wondered if your daily shower could be silently putting your life at risk? For seniors over 70, this routine habit might be a hidden danger you've never considered. What you're about to discover in this video could be the difference between staying safe and facing a tragedy no one saw coming. Stick with us until the end to uncover life-saving secrets that could protect you or someone you love. Every year, thousands of healthy, independent seniors like Thomas Anderson, a 75-year-old from outside Chicago, face devastating accidents simply because of when they shower. This isn't about bad luck. It's about a specific time of day that turns your bathroom into a danger zone. In the next few minutes, you'll learn exactly when showering becomes deadly, why your body betrays you during those hours, and the simple changes you can make today to stay safe. From unstable blood pressure to dehydration risks, we'll reveal 7 critical factors you need to know, each one backed by experts from Stanford, Mayo Clinic, and Johns Hopkins. You'll hear heartbreaking stories like Martha Johnson's fall that changed her life and practical steps to avoid the same fate. Don't skip a second. This video could save your independence, prevent a hospital stay, or even stop a fatal mistake tomorrow morning. Watch until the end to get every tip, because missing just one could cost you everything. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now let's begin. Number 1. The fatal time window for senior showers. Imagine starting your day like you always do. You wake up early, stretch, and head straight to the bathroom for a refreshing shower to kick off your morning. But did you know that showering during these early hours, specifically between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m., could be putting your life at risk? Studies have shown that this time frame drastically increases your chances of fatal accidents after the age of 70 by a staggering 80%. And the worst part is, your body is working against you during these vulnerable hours, unknowingly setting you up for disaster. Stanford Medical School has discovered a shocking truth. Blood pressure regulation is most unstable during these early morning hours. This makes seniors far more susceptible to falls, dizziness, and even cardiovascular events. Dr. Robert Miller, a leading expert in geriatric cardiovascular health, explains it so clearly. The early morning hours create a perfect storm of physiological vulnerabilities for seniors. Blood pressure naturally dips overnight, then rises quickly in the morning hours, a phenomenon known as morning surge. This makes the 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. window particularly hazardous for activities that put additional stress on the cardiovascular system, like showering. The impact of this is heartbreaking, and it's something we should all take seriously. Take Martha Johnson, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Denver. Martha was always an early riser, and she cherished her 6 a.m. shower as part of her morning routine, believing it was the best way to start her day fresh. One morning, however, everything changed. While showering, Martha suddenly felt lightheaded, and before she could grab the shower rail, she collapsed. The fall fractured her hip, and she spent weeks in the hospital recovering. Her doctors later confirmed what Martha never knew. Her early shower was the primary factor in her accident. This is a harsh reality that many seniors face, and it's something that could easily be avoided. The solution is simple yet incredibly vital for your safety. Move your shower time to mid-morning, ideally between 10 a.m. and noon. During this time, your body is more alert, stable, and less likely to experience the sudden changes in blood pressure that occur earlier in the day. It's not just a suggestion. It's a crucial step to ensure your safety and well-being as you age. Now here's where you come in. Don't wait until tomorrow to make this change. This isn't just a nice tip. It could save your life. Take a sticky note, write down your new safer shower schedule, and place it right on your bathroom mirror. When you see it, let it remind you of the change that will protect your health. Are you willing to make this simple yet life-saving adjustment today? This is not optional after the age of 70. It's essential. Your life is worth this small change, and it's never too late to start taking care of yourself. Number 2. Body temperature regulation dangers. As we age, our bodies often betray us in the most unexpected ways. Have you ever felt lightheaded or dizzy during a hot shower, something you didn't experience when you were younger? It's an alarming reality for many seniors. According to a study, in the American Journal of Geriatric Medicine, our bodies lose the ability to regulate temperature effectively as we age, especially after the age of 70. This can make something as routine as a shower a potentially dangerous risk, particularly during the early morning when the body's temperature is naturally at its lowest point. Dr. Lisa Wong, a leading expert in geriatric thermophysiology, explains, as we age, our bodies lose the ability to adjust to sudden temperature changes. This becomes especially critical in the early hours when our core body temperature is already low. Exposure to hot water during this time can put tremendous strain on the cardiovascular system, which is too much for many seniors to handle safely. It's not just a minor inconvenience, it's a real risk to your heart and overall health. Let's reflect on the story of Edward Collins, an 83-year-old retired accountant. One morning, Edward stepped into his usual hot shower without a second thought. But this time, the combination of the heat and the early hour triggered a life-threatening arrhythmia. It was a wake-up call for him and his family. Edward had never once considered his morning routine could be dangerous, but his cardiologist helped him understand the perfect storm that had almost cost him his life. The timing of his shower, the extreme water temperature, and his body's inability to adapt all lined up to create a crisis. Now, I'm not telling you this to scare you, but to urge you to take action before it's too late. A simple change can make all the difference. Lower your water temperature to a safer lukewarm range, ideally between 95 to 100 Fahrenheit, and install an anti-scald device in your shower. This small $20 investment can save your life. Take a moment after watching this video to call a loved one, a neighbor, or even a handyman and get this done. Don't wait for a crisis to wake you up. The dangers of temperature regulation aren't going to announce themselves. They'll just show up when you least expect it. Your health is precious, and taking this simple step could be the difference between safety and danger. Number 3, medication timing and shower risk. Could the very blood pressure medications you're relying on be turning your seemingly innocent morning shower into a potential death trap? It's a harsh reality that many of us may not even consider. Your medication schedule could be setting the stage for a life-threatening situation. The question is, are you unknowingly making a fatal mistake with your medication routine? Cardiologists at the renowned Mayo Clinic are sounding the alarm, warning that the timing of common blood pressure medications can significantly heighten your risk of harm, especially when combined with something as routine as showering. It's a powerful combination that can turn into a silent danger. Dr. James Rivera, the director of geriatric cardiology at Mayo, explains that many seniors who often take their medications first thing in the morning don't realize that the effects of these medications reach their peak just as their body is naturally lowering its blood pressure during a shower. This double drop phenomenon, a quiet but deadly trap, can drastically reduce blood flow to the brain, making it much more likely that you'll faint. And the shower is one of the most dangerous places to lose consciousness. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. It may sound like a medical theory, but it's a life or death issue for those who don't know. Take, for example, Susan Parker, a 76-year-old grandmother of 5 who had never connected her bouts of dizziness to her medication routine. Like so many others, she had been taking her lisinopril right before her 7 a.m. shower, unaware that the timing was causing a dangerous collision of effects. After learning from her doctor how this simple but dangerous overlap was triggering her dizziness, she adjusted her routine, shifting her shower to mid-morning and waiting at least 3 hours after taking her medication before stepping into the shower. The result? Those terrifying dizzy spells that had once made her feel like she was walking on a tightrope completely vanished. Imagine the relief. This isn't just a fluke or a minor adjustment, it's life-saving advice. So what can you do right now to avoid this potentially fatal combination in your routine? Don't wait until tomorrow. Call your doctor today and ask for advice on adjusting your medication schedule around your shower time. It's a small step that could save your life. Never, under any circumstances, shower within 2 hours of taking blood pressure medications. Make a chart that separates your medications and shower times. It's simple, it's easy to implement, and it could very well prevent a catastrophic fall in your bathroom tomorrow morning. This one small change could make the difference between a quiet morning and a life-altering or even life-ending accident. Make sure you're not setting yourself up for disaster. Your life may depend on it. Number 4. Hidden bathroom dangers amplified by time of day. The bathroom, a space we trust to be a sanctuary for privacy and hygiene, can become a hidden danger, especially when the sun dips below the horizon. Have you ever wondered why this seemingly safe room turns into a perilous trap when the world is still dark? The answer lies in how our bodies change with age. Research from the National Institute on Aging has uncovered a chilling fact. As we age, our perceptual abilities in low-light conditions drop by as much as 60%. This makes every step we take in the bathroom, especially in the early morning hours, not just uncertain but downright hazardous. Dr. Maria Chen, a leading geriatric ophthalmologist, paints a vivid picture of what happens to our eyesight in dim light. Most seniors don't fully realize how much their visual acuity diminishes in low light as they age, she says. And when that dim light is paired with the inherently dangerous environment of a bathroom, slippery floors, tight corners, and hard surfaces, it becomes a recipe for disaster. This is particularly true in the pre-dawn hours when our contrast, sensitivity, the ability to distinguish subtle differences in light and shadow, is at its lowest. Let me tell you the story of Walter Thompson, a wise and experienced 81-year-old retired postal worker. One morning, in the stillness of pre-dawn, darkness, Walter stepped into a shower not realizing that the water had pooled onto the bathroom floor. With his vision compromised by the lack of light, he couldn't see the puddle beneath his feet. That single unexpected slip led to a hip fracture that would forever alter his life. "If I had just waited until daylight," Walter confided later, his voice tinged with regret, "I would have seen the water and avoided the fall that changed everything." It's heartbreaking. Walter's story is not an isolated incident. Too many older adults unknowingly put themselves at risk because they never consider how their aging eyes struggle to adapt to the darkness of early morning. If you're over 70, ask yourself, have you taken the time to assess your bathroom through the lens of your night vision? Most seniors don't even think about it until it's too late. But it doesn't have to be this way. You can take action today to protect yourself or your loved ones. Simple changes can make a world of difference. Install motion-activated night lights that gently guide your steps through the bathroom and along the hallway. Use bright, contrasting non-slip mats to ensure that every step is steady, even in the most dimly lit spaces. These adjustments are inexpensive, easy to make, and could save a life. Don't wait for the inevitable fall to be the wake-up call. The cost of these changes pales in comparison to the devastating consequences of a serious injury. We often take our safety for granted until it's too late. Don't let the bathroom, a place meant for self-care, become a silent trap. Make your space safer today, before the darkness catches you off guard. Number 5. The deadly combination of morning dehydration and showering. When you wake up, your body is already dangerously dehydrated, more so than you might realize. For seniors, this makes shower falls a terrifyingly real threat, increasing the likelihood by up to 70%. Yes, that means that when you step into the shower first thing in the morning, your body is already primed for a potential disaster. It's a hard truth that we don't often think about when we're rushing through our daily routine. Experts from Johns Hopkins who specialize in geriatric care explained that dehydration, coupled with the standing position required in the shower, sets the stage for a perfect storm. This storm is known as orthostatic hypotension, where your blood pressure plummets suddenly and dangerously. When you combine the natural dehydration that occurs overnight with the heat and pressure of a shower, it can send your body into a state where dizziness and falls are imminent. Dr. Helen Davis, a leading researcher in geriatric hydration, offers a sobering insight. Most seniors don't realize how dehydrated they are when they wake up, and when they step into a hot shower, the blood pools in their lower extremities, reducing blood flow to the brain. This makes them significantly more likely to fall, especially in the morning hours. It's a chilling reality that we've all taken for granted, the small actions in our morning routine that could quite literally cost us our health. Take George Murphy's story, for example. At 77, George couldn't understand why he felt perfectly fine in the evening. Yet every single morning, he'd experience a wave of dizziness when stepping into the shower. It wasn't until his geriatrician explained how dehydration played a role in his morning routine that he finally had an answer. After making a small but powerful change, hydrating before his shower, George's dizziness disappeared completely. He was amazed at how such a simple adjustment could have such a profound effect. Such a simple solution to what could have been a deadly problem, he said, shaking his head with relief. I wish I'd known this years ago. So here's what you can do starting tomorrow. No excuses. Make it a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Drink a full glass of water at least 15 minutes before stepping into the shower. No matter what time of day it is, keep a water bottle right by your bathroom sink as a reminder to hydrate before you begin your shower ritual. This one small habit could very well be the difference between a peaceful morning and a catastrophic fall. The choice is in your hands. Are you willing to take this simple life-saving step? It could be the most important thing you do today. Number 6. Emergency response time factors. Imagine the horror of slipping and falling during the early hours of the morning when you're vulnerable and alone. If you fall during an early morning shower, there's a staggering 40% chance that you won't be found in time to save your life. It's an unsettling thought, isn't it? Have you ever stopped to think about what would happen if you couldn't reach out for help after a fall in the bathroom? The reality is chilling. According to emergency medicine reports, response times to senior falls are drastically delayed during the early morning hours when everyone is asleep, and those vital check-ins from family or neighbors are few and far between. Dr. Sofia Martinez, an emergency medicine physician with expertise in geriatric trauma, explains the gravity of the situation. The survival golden hour after a serious fall is critical. Unfortunately, seniors who fall during early morning hours often remain undiscovered for extended periods, dramatically worsening outcomes. The combination of potential hypothermia from wet skin, inability to reach help, and reduced morning household activity creates a particularly deadly scenario. Just think about the terrifying reality faced by Eleanor Wilson, a 73-year-old widow who fell during her 5 a.m. shower and wasn't discovered for nearly 4 hours. The doctor said that had she showered at a time when her neighbors and family were more likely to check in, her severe hypothermia could have been avoided. Eleanor now maintains a strict mid-morning shower routine and has arranged regular check-ins with neighbors for peace of mind. The thought of being left alone, unable to call for help, is haunting. It's not something any of us should have to face. This is where action becomes essential. You can't afford to wait until it's too late. I urge you to install a waterproof emergency call button in your shower area right now. You can't predict when a fall might happen, but you can certainly be prepared for it. Also, make it a priority to schedule regular check-in calls with family, friends, or neighbors if you must shower early. The reassurance that someone is looking out for you can make all the difference. But beyond that, it could be a matter of life or death. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. Think about it. How long would it take someone to find you if you fell at 5:01 a.m.? For most seniors, the answer is nothing short of terrifying. I don't want anyone to face that nightmare alone. So I encourage you, please take these preventive steps today. Your future self will thank you for it, and so will the people who care about you. Number 7. Cognitive function and morning shower safety. Let's talk about one of the most overlooked dangers in our daily lives. The morning shower. It's something most of us take for granted, right? You wake up, you shower, and you go about your day. But here's something that might shock you. Your brain, the very organ that controls everything you do, is not operating at full capacity in the early morning hours. It's working at a fraction of its potential, especially when it comes to those first few hours after waking. You may not realize it, but your decision-making abilities, reaction times, and overall mental sharpness can take a serious hit before 8 a.m. This might seem like a minor inconvenience when you're just sipping your coffee, but it's a potentially dangerous reality when you're stepping into the shower, a place where a slip or scalding water could lead to a life-altering accident. Neurologists at Stanford University have conducted studies revealing that our cognitive function is at its lowest during the early morning hours. Specifically, between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m., your brain is slower to process information, and your decision-making abilities are not as sharp. To put it into perspective, your reaction time can be as much as 30% slower than it would be later in the day. This means that when you step into the shower, something as simple as adjusting the water temperature can become a real hazard. You might not notice that the water is dangerously hot until it's too late. Or you could slip and not have the fast reflexes to catch yourself. Dr. Michael Taylor, a neurologist who specializes in circadian rhythms and their impact on brain function, explains why this happens. Cognitive processing speed, decision-making, and reaction time are all significantly impaired during early morning hours, particularly in adults over 65. This creates a dangerous situation when combined with tasks requiring vigilance and quick reactions, such as adjusting water temperature or responding to slippery surfaces. What Dr. Taylor is pointing out is crucial. It's not just that our brains are a little sluggish in the morning. It's that our cognitive functions, critical ones like judgment and speed, are significantly reduced. And when this happens, even routine tasks become risky. To illustrate just how real this danger is, let me share the tragic story of Harold Lewis, a 79-year-old man who, like so many others, considered himself to be sharp and alert. He had never had any major health problems, and his mental faculties were as keen as ever during the day. But one morning, Harold's routine shower turned into a nightmare. While showering at 6 a.m., he failed to notice that the water had gradually become scalding hot, a simple detail that would normally be caught in an instant. By the time he realized, it was too late. The burns he sustained were severe, requiring immediate hospitalization. In a conversation later, Harold said, "I would have immediately noticed the temperature change at noon, but my brain just wasn't fully functioning that early." His words speak volumes. Harold's sharpness, his alertness, all of that was gone in the critical morning hours. He was simply too foggy to react in time. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? But it's not just Harold. This is a reality many older adults face. Our brains change as we age, and while we may retain much of our mental sharpness, certain times of the day, particularly the early morning, are a lot more hazardous than we realize. So what can we do to prevent something like this from happening to us or the seniors in our lives? The solution is simpler than you might think: timing and awareness. Start by setting a consistent shower routine between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., when your cognitive function is naturally at its peak. Studies show that our mental sharpness significantly improves during these hours, making it a safer time to tackle tasks that require attention and quick reactions. The morning may feel like the best time to get your day started, but your brain hasn't fully woken up yet, and that's okay. The 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. window offers the best cognitive function, and making this simple adjustment can make all the difference. But that's not all. Another simple yet incredibly effective safety measure is to use a shower timer with an alarm. This timer helps limit your exposure time in the shower so you're not standing under the water for too long when your brain isn't fully engaged. It's a tiny step that can make a huge difference in your safety. Just imagine how much safer it would be to know you're not lingering underwater when your cognitive abilities may not be at their best. This timer serves as a gentle reminder to stay on track, reducing the risk of accidents, especially in those foggy early hours. I understand it might feel like a small change in your routine, but it could save your life. Your brain is incredibly powerful, but it needs to be in top shape to keep you safe. With something as simple as timing, we can make sure we don't take unnecessary risks. The reality is that our bodies and minds change as we age, and we must adapt to those changes in a way that prioritizes our safety and well-being. When you wake up, don't push your limits by tackling complex tasks like showering first thing in the morning. Take care of yourself by scheduling a shower during your mental peak hours. Trust me, your future self will be grateful. The difference between a safe shower and a dangerous one could be as simple as this shift in timing. Protecting yourself from a potential fall or a scalding injury could mean the difference between a good day and a tragic one. Don't wait for a close call to make a change. Be proactive now for your safety and peace of mind. Your brain deserves it. Your body deserves it, and you deserve it. As we wrap up today's video, I want you to take a moment and reflect on what you've learned. It's easy to overlook the small things in our daily routine, but understanding the importance of when we shower, how our brain functions at different times, and the safety precautions we can put in place can truly make a difference in our lives. So let me ask you, what is the one thing you've learned from this video that you're going to take into your own life? Maybe it's about scheduling your shower at a safer time, using a timer to stay mindful, or simply being more aware of how your brain works in the morning. Whatever it is, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss out on more tips and insights like these. And remember, your safety and well-being are the most important things. Let's keep making small changes that add up to big results. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to hear from you in the comments.